And faith leaders are holding a news conference at City Hall. Let's take you there live right now.
We need to protect, most especially the Jewish community who are subject to threats and to the hate speech. So I'm standing with them, and I hope that you do too. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce Rabbi David Hordney of the Yorkville Jewish Center.
Thank you. I'd like to just say that a place of worship is a place where people come to connect, to find strength, to find peace, and to just find a home. It's a place where people come to have some prayers, to connect, and to get closer to spirituality. No matter what religion, no matter what place of worship, it's always a place for people to come and just find a place to be peaceful and at home. A place where people come and do not expect a place for there to be anywhere nearby any sort of protest. Therefore, on behalf of the Yorkville Jewish Center, we're definitely very, very much on board with this and definitely agree. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Councillor Rachel Chernos-Lynn will share a few remarks.
So I just would like to echo so many comments made here this afternoon. We've heard from different faith leaders who are really coming together to speak about the importance of protecting not only the Jewish community, but all communities, making sure that we're providing a safe and respectful space for people to exercise their faith, for them to go to school, for them to go drop off their children at daycare without harassment. This in no way restricts free speech. It is charter compliant. Everybody has gone through that. But as you've heard today, there have been some concerns raised about some of the pieces in the bylaw as it was initially proposed by staff. In particular, the idea that communities should have to be victimized within 90 days in order to have this bylaw apply to them. That is a significant piece that needs changing. You've also heard concern here about the 20 meters. We know that there are these kind of bylaws for things like abortion clinics, libraries in the city of Calgary. This is something that's been used in Canada. And so I'm heartened to hear the concerns that I've heard from my community about 20 meters are echoed in this group by so many different faith groups. And I would just reiterate one of the things that Councillor Bradford spoke to, and this has been I think one of the positives of this bylaw. It's sad that we're at this place, but one of the things I have seen is a willingness of many of my colleagues on council from different walks of life and different positions who have been working with us over the last several days since the initial bylaw report came out to try and come to a place where many of us can agree. And I'm confident, I really am hopeful and confident that in the next, what do we have, about 24 hours, a little less than that, we will hopefully come to a place where I think the concerns raised today will be addressed, and hopefully we can come out with something that a large number of councillors will support and that really answers the concerns raised by the people standing behind me today, but also by so many constituents and Toronto residents who have written to us over the last, I've only been a councillor for 6 months, but I certainly heard a lot about it on the campaign trail, and I've heard a lot about it in the last many months since I've been in office. So with that, I just want to thank my colleagues and Councillor Pasternak for arranging this today, and to everybody who's come out to stand behind us and stand with us. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Thank you so much, Councillor Chernos-Lynn. There's not enough room for all the speakers, but I wanted to thank a number of people who are here with us today in solidarity as a multi-faith group to support protection of faith-based institutions and other vulnerable locations. Joan Shapiro of the Christian Jewish Dialogue Toronto, Ken Wiener, Christian Jewish Dialogue Toronto, Shalom Schachter, the Toronto Area Interfaith Council, Aurora Askadam, the GTA Iridian Canadian Community Center, Sanai Iman, Iridian Community, Lambros Kirikos, I believe the Iridian Community as well, Okba Michael Yamskin, Iridian Community, the Tiklib Hajmes, Iridian Community, Dinah Haley, Iridian Community, Don Patel, Humans for Harmony, Prashnat Amin, Humans for Harmony, and Ashkok Patel, Humans for Harmony. And of course, Ali Shamsa, the Member External Relations for the Shmali Council for Toronto. That concludes our comments for today. I wanted to thank all the faith leaders who came from far and wide, and of course the councillor colleagues. We have a major task in front of us to make our city welcoming, to make our city safe, to make sure that when we welcome people from all over the world, that they can come here and live a life in security and safety and without incitement and harassment. And it takes a city government in partnership with the other levels of government to make that happen. And we are hopeful that over the next 24 hours, we will adopt bylaws that will make sure vulnerable institutions and faith-based institutions remain safe, and that we will work with police services and other agencies to enforce those bubble zones so charter rights can be protected of those who want to enter daycares, places of worship, and other vulnerable institutions. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you just heard from Councillor James Pasternak. He was joined by Councillor Rachel Chernos-Lynn, as well as Brad Bradford, other councillors, and faith leaders to talk about the importance of protecting the Jewish and other faith communities, not restricting free speech, but ensuring safety as it relates to the bubble zones bylaw and protections to protect those faith-based institutions and vulnerable communities.